So, hello everyone. Welcome to this session, IG Wikidata Hub, the journey towards building a Wikidata community in Nigeria. My name is Benedict and I'll be the speaker for this session. Also with me is JosefAnthony, who is also a member of the IG Wikidata Hub. Please note that this session actually is meant to be 25 minutes, to be a 25-minute discussion. So emphasis on discussion. So guys, let's try to keep it interactive. We'll start with the backstory. We'll start with the backstory, and then we'll move on to discuss the challenges we faced, what worked, where we are now, and then what we are looking forward to. So yeah, so the backstory. After the 2019 WIKIDATA that was held in Nigeria, for those of us who are just hearing about WIKIDATA for the very first time, WIKIDATA is the yearly gathering of African Wikimedians, sort of like the Wikimedia for Africans. So WIKIDATA, after the WIKIDATA event, which I attended, I saw that, I realized that we have few Nigerians who were involved in the general Wikimedia movement. At the time, even fewer Nigerians knew what Wikidata was all about. So having learned about Wikidata from that conference, I then took it upon myself to train my community, Igbo Wikimedia user group, on everything Wikidata. I started by proposing a group project, Wikidata for All, which was aimed at the time, the project was aimed at increasing Wikidata's participation, promoting integration between Wikidata and other Wikimedia projects, as well as improving Nigerian content on Wikidata. But most importantly, the aim was to increase the awareness of Wikidata in my community. The project turned out to be a huge success, so much so that I attempted to solidify the gains from the project by proposing a second version of the project, Wikidata for All 2.0. Proposed that was approved, and we executed that project. Inspired by that, by the huge impact that both projects and the feedback both projects attained, then I made a decision at that point to extend the scope of our work from just orienting. Remember, the idea before was just to go back and orient my community, just the Igbo comedians as at that time. So after seeing that huge impact, I then realized, I was like, okay, I think it's time to put this out there, seeing that we had more people that were into Igbo speakers who attended that event. So I expanded the scope of my work. So I decided to take it out of the Igbo comedians to the general Nigerians, every Nigerian who is willing to learn about Wikidata, who wants to know more about Wikidata. So the aim was actually to build a community that is primarily focused on the Wikidata project in Nigeria. So to do this, I proposed new editathons. We did new editathons, proposed them, executed them, and participants from all these projects that we did, all the editathons that we did, went on to form what we now refer to as the IG Wikidata Hub. So that is, in a nutshell, our backstory. So moving on to the challenges we faced. Some of the challenges we faced are basically some challenges that one would expect. The first question we ask now is, how do we get new editors? How do we get new people interested? The next was, when we do get these new people interested, how do we keep them? How do we even sustain the ones we have? How do we keep them engaged? And then also COVID-19 as well, was also another challenge. So what did we do? What's worked for us? So for us, so far, one of the major things that seems to be working is first going online. Going online seems to taking our, our project, taking all our editathons, all our trainings, taking it online instead of the in-person, sort of like, and keep it sort of like, give a big boost to the general movement, to the community itself. Trying to keep the events concise. All our online sessions, we try to keep them concise to just 1 hour per session, and then we split them instead of having one combined session or event. We just split them into series of events, and then keep them 1 hour per session. That seemed to help. Seemed to be helping so far, and also, after each session, we also try to maintain some sort of mentorship. We have a WhatsApp platform, so we sort of like do like a mentorship program where if you do not understand what we've spoken about in the session, you can feel free to now contact us on WhatsApp, ask questions, and then people will answer. If I'm not the one that answers, somebody else will answer. Another thing that seems to work also is we found that helping participants with some data reimbursements, it also seems to help in getting them to return back to attend these events, knowing that the only thing they are sacrificing is their time. The monetary financial value is sort of like being helped a little. And that's thing again that's also helped us, that also seems to be working, is that we started this like after our last event. Before our last event, we talked about this, and then we started it during the last event, the Wikidata Justice Nigeria, assigning tasks to each participant. So after every training we do, we try to assign tasks to everybody that was present in the event. So that's sort of like kept everybody engaged, kept participants active on the online as well, on the discussions on our WhatsApp and on Wikidata generally. Also to that, we also did also try to have mini contests best editors for that particular project. That also seems to be making people just active. You know, when there's a little contest attached to a training, everybody wants to know what's going on. So, having said that, one other thing that seemed to have really boosted the growth in our community is the decision we took to diversify the group to accommodate not just the Igbo speakers, but also all Nigerians that are just generally interested in knowing about Wikidata. So that seemed to make a very huge impact on the growth of our community, in that we don't just have Igbo speakers right now. In fact, majority of the group of the members in our group are really not Igbo speakers. So yeah, that's one thing that seems to have impacted so much. So that's the challenges we face. That's our solution so far that we've been able to, basically what seems to be working so far. So where are we now? Currently now, we are the Wikidata arm of Igbo Wikimedia User Group. We have about over 100 members on WhatsApp platform, and on the Meta page, we have about 50 members that have signed up on the Meta page as well. So yeah, one of our members also is somebody that I'll be allowing to talk now, and that's the person of Joseph. He has also gone on to train some Nigerians on what Wikidata is. So at this point, I just think it's best to hear his experience, so he can tell us what he has experienced so far being a member of this young community. So over to you, Joseph.
Thank you, Benedict. And hello, everyone. I'm JosefAnthony, a member of the IG WIKIDATA HUB, and I'm so happy to be here. In a nutshell, my journey began in 2020 when I attended Ben's Wikidata Editathon event. And there, Ben introduced us to the Wiki movement, and also Ben taught us how to make edits on Wikidata. And trust me, it was an interesting time. And one of the things that really caught me and really interests me the most was the vision behind the Wikimedia Foundation, which is to see that every human being, including you and I, can be able to contribute and share in the sum of all knowledge. And prior before that, I have been an information enthusiast, so it was like an opportunity for me to contribute my own quota in saving the world from information inadequacy, of which I started contributing and attending to various wiki projects. Then I took the Wikidata project down to my alma mater as a way of giving back to the school my newfound knowledge, of which myself and Ben went down to execute the project, and it was beautiful. And because of the excitement from the students, they are also requesting for a wiki fan club. And a summary of my whole story, my Wikidata journey thus far has been so incredible as I have gained more knowledge about Wikidata. Once again, I'm happy to be here in WikiDataCon 2021, and thank you all for listening. Over to you, Ben.
Yeah, thank you so much for that, Joseph. So sorry, it's the way I'm sharing the slide is I don't know, it's not showing very well, or probably I don't know how to press the button. But just moving on to haven't heard from Joseph, haven't heard our backstory, haven't heard where we're coming from. I just feel the next question one might be wondering is where are we heading to right now? Where are we going to? So first of all, I also want to say that we won the community award yesterday. So we're like the whole community, our community is still in a jubilee mode. So I just wanted to put that out there. And also, of course, we're still committed to getting more and more Nigerians involved in the Wikidata project. But we are also looking forward to more collaborations with other user groups and organizations and persons. Other people we're trying to get more collaborations with them, not just in Nigeria but across Africa, across the globe. We're looking forward to just making more impact in the community and the world at large. So yeah, having held all these and all our backstory, see where we're going to and where we're coming from. I'm interested to know what you guys think about our community, if you have any questions about our community, or better still, what do you feel we can do as a young Wikidata community that is growing up? What do you think we should do to take that, to take the community to another level? Sorry, I don't know if you guys can. I'm trying to turn on the webcam so you can all see me.
So there's a comment in the chat. Francisca likes to know more about the topics you're working with or editing about and what your community is interested in.
Okay, right now, our community generally, like I said before, it's just like we started off just getting everybody on board, trying to get all Nigerians on board with Wikidata. So currently, most of the projects we have done so far have been centered around awareness campaign, editathons, trying to get people on board generally. So yeah, we're just basically looking at other than training Wikimedians, other than training the general populace on how to make edits on Wikidata, we're looking at how do we impact more? How do we become more active in the Wikimedia community as a whole? How do we become more relevant, basically? That's just, I guess that's the question I am posing. But to answer your question as regards to what we're working on, so, the project that actually got the award yesterday was the Wikidata Justice Nigeria, which was an editathon for adding judges, Nigerian judges, both dead and alive, adding them on Wikidata's database, ensuring that putting our data out there, which is also one of our goals, which is also one of our aim to put Nigerian content on Wikidata as well. So I don't know if that answers the question. Well, I guess in return, the question I'm asking is, what do you feel we can do to have more impact as a group? Okay, everyone is quiet. So guys, I'm really interested. I would want to know how we're going to be able to do this. I'm saying, okay, Francisca is asking what it is that people in your community are interested about. For now, it's just getting, so far what we see that people are interested in is, of course, when you're talking about something that's close to home, when you're talking about like the justice thing we did, which was something that resonated with our community, because at the time, of course, we're talking about the injustices in Nigeria and all that. So in a way, not to politicize it, we felt to do a project to have the judges we have and sort of like call attention to the Nigerian judiciary system. So the project we did before that was also a project on food, so which is something everybody too is also interested in when you're talking about food. We added Nigerian cuisines, Nigerian basically every food that is made in Nigeria. We added that to Wikidata, so people actually participated in there more as well. We also did one project on prisons. Joseph handled that project where he added the Nigerian prisons and all that. So basically, so far what we've noticed that people in our community are interested in. So far, we're not so sure about what they're interested in 100, but so far we're seeing that it's usually things that are close to home, that they can see, they can relate to. So I don't know if that answers your question, though. But I'm interested, like, I attended the event before now where I think Lydia was talking about the way to make edits on Wikidata without coming to Wikidata's the platform itself. So now I'm interested in how to maybe Lydia posted. Okay, I posed this question to you earlier on. So maybe I'm wondering, like, what do you think we can do? Like, seeing hearing where we're coming from and all that. What do you think we can do as a young community to be able to play a role in that, to be able to and also every other person that have worked on the different projects that will allow us to do this. What do you feel? How do you what do you think about collaborations with our user group as well? Okay, Fresca, thank you for that. Fresca is saying that I have to say you're doing so many great things already and having an impact. To your question on what you could do to have more impact, I would say exactly what you are doing here, sharing your experience, sharing your work, connecting with more people along the lines. Yeah, thank you, Fresca, for that. Yeah, we have like 4 minutes. 4 minutes from now to end the event, the session. So I'm looking at okay, putting it like, let me put it straight up like this. I don't know if we have anybody that that is currently working on any project that would like to collaborate with us, seeing that we have just less than 3 or 4 minutes to end this event. I want to see how, because the takeaway for us in coming to this conference is we want to be able to have more collaborations. We want to be able to meet what is it called, have basically more collaborations, like I said. So I'm looking forward to hearing how you guys reaching out to us on how okay, I think our platforms are on our various platforms. Let me just see if we can share it. Finding that, I don't know, somehow I became clumsy. I didn't know how to share these. I wanted to share my contact, but my contact should be on the WhatsApp platform. Also, you can reach us on our Meta page. You can see our information there. So we're interested in getting collaborations. So if we can get collaborations from you guys, having you guys come train us on getting on board, like in Lydia's session where she was talking about working on Wikidata without actually being on Wikidata. If we can get those kind of trainings and all that, I think that will also help our community. Let me see. Okay, let me just share my screen again. I think that's the best thing to do. To share it. Okay. Okay, we have 2 minutes to go. Let me see. We could do this. Well, so this is my my contact. This is Joseph's contact. I don't know if you can all see it. I'm hoping you can all see it actually. These are our contacts. So feel free to reach out to us. Also, the Meta page is just look up IG Wikidata Hub. That is our Meta. You find our Meta page about us. So feel free to contact us, and I'm hoping to hear from us all as well. Those that want to collaborate with us, that want to have us involved in their own projects as well.